What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of reactions, reviews, and rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Muse. Yes, indeed, Muse Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Origin Bliss, and Origin Bliss wanted to see me react to this song by Muse called Blackout. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Muse, all right? And the video has 3.3 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Muse, Blackout, live from Wembley Stadium. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay. Production. I was wondering how they were controlling them cables. Got it. not the best performance I've seen from them. Far from it, actually. I know this is going to raise the ire of Muse fans, but if I'm being honest, that was one of the most lackluster performances I think I've ever seen them do. Yeah, not a fan. Anyway, let me get my thoughts together here. Try to piece together a score, and I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Muse with a live performance of Blackout. This was a request from Origin Bliss. Look, not every song is going to be a 9. Okay, I'm sorry. It's impossible. There's gonna be 9s. There's gonna be 8s. There's gonna be 7s. There's going to be 6s. And there's gonna be 5s. And I hate to tell you this, folks, there's even going to eventually be 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s. Okay, it's going to happen. It is a scale. There are going to be songs that are better than others, and there's going to be songs that are worse than others. That's just a reality, okay? So when I give these scores, understand it's not personal. You know, I don't sit there and look at a band and go, oh, I'm going to sock it to them, boy. Ooh, I can't stand this band, and I'm going to give them a 1.4. You know, I don't do that. I don't hold vendettas. I don't hold, grudges. It is what it is. You know, I look at these songs objectively, and I give them the score that I honestly feel that song deserves. And there have been times on the channel where I have had songs that I absolutely love, and I love these songs, and I personally want to give them a 9, but the song doesn't deserve it. It deserves a 7 or a 6, you know? On the flip side, I've also had songs that I absolutely cannot stand. And I did not enjoy the song whatsoever, but basing the score on the merits of the song itself, I end up giving him an 8, and even up in the 9s. So it's nothing personal, folks, okay? I know Muse fans, a lot of Muse fans have this idea that I don't like Muse. Guys, nothing could be farther from the truth. I got a lot of respect for this band, especially after I got to go see them play live. So, when I give this score, please don't take it personally, okay? Seriously, it's not worth it. It's not worth getting worked up over, okay? Having said that, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that overall presentation a 5.7. Yep, 5.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 5.7. What does that mean? Well, a 5.7 would translate to an okay scale rating because overall, I think it was an okay presentation. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars, and check this one out, a C+ letter grade. Yeah, a C+. In other words, we're in the positives. We're not down in the negatives. So there you go, a 5.7, okay scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a C+ letter grade. Now, how did we get to that score? So glad you asked. When it comes to songwriting, I mean, it's not bad. It's pretty. Borderline relaxing. Almost like a lullaby. But there was a little more to it than that. Once the guitar kicked in, we had that, for lack of a better word, we had that guitar solo kick in. It helped. It helped. It helped breathe a little life into the song that it desperately needed. But was it enough? No, it wasn't enough. The song just felt like it didn't really go anywhere. The song just kind of felt like it was sitting there spinning its own wheel. It didn't really, other than the addition of the guitar about halfway through, it really didn't evolve in any way, shape, or form. There were no changes, either chordally or melodically or rhythmically, or changes in tempo, changes in feel, changes in direction. I mean, there were no changes at all. It literally just vamped and 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 vamped.
6.5 hours later.
And vamped and vamped and vamped and vamped. It just kept on going. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, folks, I got bored. I absolutely did get bored. I'm glad this was a live performance, because in some ways the live performance helped, but in other ways it didn't do anything. Let's finish off with the song first before I get into the live performance. Like I said, it was a pretty song, very melancholy. It had a lot of melancholy characteristics. The 6/8 feel felt nice. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. It was nice. It was, but again, it didn't evolve. It didn't go anywhere. It became very stagnant very quickly. Matt's vocals were nice. I will say Matt's vocal delivery on this song was very well done. It fit the mood and tone and the context and direction of the song really well. I mean, it absolutely did. But again, the direction and motif of the song was very one directional. And I hate to say it, but Matt's vocals, yes, they were well done. Yes, they fit the mood and tone of the song in that very one directional, stagnant motif style of vocalization. It just, and it's so painful to say this stuff because I like Muse, but this is the reality. This is the reality of the situation that I'm in right now. Was not a fan of the song, honestly. Now, there were some factors in the live performance that helped. The first one, the most obvious one, the production. Very entertaining to watch. I like the idea of the spheres, the Cirque du Soleil style of performance. Really interesting to see how they did it with those suspension cables, or those tension cables, I should say. And then the performers on that Y-axis ring rig. I like that. I thought that was very creative, and I thought it was very well executed. And I thought how it was done was very fitting within the context of the song. It wasn't overkill. It wasn't so over the top that it was meant to bring life into the song. It wasn't that obvious, you know. It did breathe life into the song, but in a very subtle way. Trust me, it could have been far more obvious. It could have been far more over the top, and it could have been done in a way that did not fit the context of the song. Would it have brought more energy into the overall performance? Absolutely, but the wrong kind of energy. The fake kind of energy. And guys, you don't want that. You absolutely don't. What they did with those two performers fit the song like a glove. And it definitely added to the overall entertainment value of the performance. As far as what was going on stage, there really wasn't a whole lot going on. Stage energy, sort of. There was a little bit. There was a little bit of movement and motion from Matt, so I guess we can give it that. Stage presence. Yeah, there was stage presence. They looked like performers, so I'll give it that one. Stage interaction, none, zilch, nada. Crowd interaction. There was, I mean, through the performers up in the air, they were interacting with the crowd, dropping confetti on them and stuff like that. So I'll give them that. I wish I had seen more from the guys on stage, but you can't always get what you want, right? Showmanship. Well, we had the two actors, the two performers on those rigs, and that is showmanship. So yeah, I'll give it that. Production, obviously. That was production. But we missed one of the big ones, which was, stage energy was weak. There was no stage interaction at all. And crowd interaction was done all through the performers. And it still counts, but it's not the strongest checkbox you could possibly get. Basically, what it comes down to is this. There was enough to keep it from falling into the negatives and hurting the score. But there really was not enough to raise the score. So the live performance was kind of a wash, if I'm being honest. So the 5.7 is really, at the end of the day, it's for the song. So, and let's be honest here, folks. I think we can be honest with each other here. I think we can. I have a lot of respect for Muse. I enjoy a lot of their songs. This is not one of the songs I enjoy. Absolutely not. Now, I know there's going to be people in the comments coming to the defense of Muse in general, because Muse can do no wrong in their opinion. And there's going to be people who are going to come to the defense of this song specifically because this is their favorite song. Look, I'm not trying to discredit you folks. I'm not. I mean, if you genuinely, honestly can say that this is your favorite song, great. More power to you. I personally don't see it, but if this is your favorite song and this is your jam and this is a song that you listen to every single day on your way to work, okay, fine. I'm not taking that away from you guys. I'm not. Everyone's tastes are going to be different. All I'm saying is I'm looking at the song from a musicianship standpoint, and I really don't see a whole lot there. I really don't. There's not a lot of meat on that bone. That bone is pretty lean. So that's how I'm ending up at a 5.7, folks. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 5.7, which is an okay skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a C+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.